what do you think the common denominator of all happy people, whether they're rich or poor, sick or well, tall or short, no matter what color, religion, philosophy, spirituality they believe in, do you know there is only one common denominator of happy people? Do you know what that is?
Yes, absolutely. It's gratefulness. That's how I see it. And this is very exciting because, I wrote the first book, The Power of Serious Positive, and it was a story that happened between me and my son. I kind of taught him how to change, the angry feeling that he have inside him. And I noticed how kids, can actually really understand these concepts. And since then, I was determined to kind of change, to start teaching kids these concepts. One of them is the power of gratefulness, because when you are grateful, you're really connected to the source. You're really saying thank you, and you're kind of, and somehow abundance just flows in.
What are some of the things that you do in order to effectuate the children understanding and hearing what you write, speak, and say, instead of just worrying about what you write, speak, and say, understanding what they're listening for? What are they listening for?
Look, what I find fascinating is basically this first book that I wrote. It was a real experience with me and my son. And when I taught him to kind of, he was very angry, and I said, okay, why don't you just close your eyes, take a deep breath, and think about something positive? And he did that. And when he opened his eyes, he said, oh my God, Mom, it worked, and I feel happy. And he said to me, I don't feel happy like, the normal happy. I feel serious and positive. So he's able to describe that feeling of stillness, which, blew my mind. And I right then and then I discovered that actually kids are so connected to the source. They're super, clean and pure. And one of the things that I decided back then and there is my intention is to empower kids to actually stay connected to this force. So I feel like when we grow up and we go through the journey of unbecoming, and we go through the anxiety and society and all of those layers that we have to unbecome later on, kids actually are connected. So these simple concepts of gratefulness and happiness and positivity, it's not very difficult to reach out and teach them this, as long as they remember that these are guiding principles for their future.